Hi everybody, today it's going to be round 5 of the 2024 general election presidential spinner battle. It's starting to heat up. The spoiler is last time Jill Stein took her first loss, so she joins Cornell West as the only two with a loss. So one more loss and they're going to be out. However, if either one of them gets in first place, then we remove the X. So a lot of incentive to get on the top, but so far the spinner has not been overly friendly to the progressive candidates. So sit back and relax, grab some popcorn. We're going to get started. In the last frontier, that's the first state of Alaska. They've got 3 electoral votes. Here's the spin. And that is going to be number 6. That's Constitution Party candidate Randall Terry. Terry dominated the previous round. Let's go next to Hawaii. They've got another 4 votes. The spinner says number 2. That's going to be Libertarian Chase Oliver. Next, we go to the Northwest, the Evergreen State, Washington. Decent chunk of votes here, 12 of them. Coming to number 2, Chase Oliver. Next, Oregon, 8 votes in the Beaver State. That's a 5. That's going to go to Green Party candidate Jill Stein. Next, it's the Golden State, California, home state of Kennedy and West, as well as a mountain of electoral votes. Let's see who's going to get the big cushion. Here comes the spin. Slow spin, but that's a 4. That is going to go to Cornell West. He's going to get 54. Next door, Nevada, they've got 6. And we've got a 3. That's going to go to Kennedy with his first state. Idaho, the gem state, that's next. 4 votes. And that's going to be number 1, Donald Trump with his first state. Utah is next, the Beehive state. They've got another 6 EVs. And that's going to be also number 1, Trump going back to back. So everybody's in on round 5. Let's keep moving to Arizona. Another 11. That's a 6. That's going to go to Randall Terry. Next, Montana, 4 votes. And we've got a 4 close to the line, but West is going to snag state number 2. Wyoming is next, only 3 votes. Let's give them out to number 5. That's going to be Jill Stein. Next, Colorado, 10 electoral votes. Who's going to get them? That's a 5. That's going to go to Jill Stein again. She's got 2 in a row. Let's go to New Mexico. We've got another 5. Who's going to snag them? That's going to be number 3, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. The next state is North Dakota. Somebody's going to add another 3 votes to their column. And that somebody is number 6, Randall Terry. South Dakota is next. 3 electoral votes. Coming to number 5, Jill Stein. Nebraska at large, that's next. Only 2 votes. And they're going to go to number 6, Randall Terry, Nebraska's 1st congressional district. A lone electoral vote coming to number 1, Donald Trump. Next, Nebraska's 2nd. That one is coming to number 2. That's going to be Chase Oliver. How about Nebraska's 3rd? Last one for Nebraska coming to number 4. That's going to be Cornell West. Next, Kansas, 6 electoral votes. And that's going to go back to Jill Stein, number 5. How about Oklahoma, the Sooner State? Lucky 7, who's going to get him? It's going to be Stein again with another 7. Texas, the Lone Star State, 40 votes at stake in this spin. Let's see who's going to get him. Here it is. That is Jill Stein, number 5. Stein with a lot of states here. She's really battling it out with West for that top spot. Let's keep going to Minnesota. 10,000 Lakes, 10 votes. And number 1, Trump, just inside the line. He's going to get another 10. Iowa is next, the Hawkeye State. We've got 6. And that's going to be Trump going back to back. Let's see if he goes 3 in a row on Missouri. 10 more votes. That's going to go to number 5, Jill Stein. How about Arkansas? 6 votes. That is another one for Jill Stein. She's really dominating in this round. Let's go to Louisiana. 8 electoral votes. And we've got another one for Jill Stein. She's in danger of going out, but she's really hoping to be the first one to get her loss removed. Plenty of time left, though. Let's go to Wisconsin. 10 electoral votes. Here comes the spin. And it's going to be number 3, Kennedy. Next, Illinois, 19 votes. And that is over the line. It's going to go to number 1, Trump. Michigan is next, the Wolverine State, 15 votes. And that's going to go to RFK Jr., number 3. Indiana is next. Here comes another 11 votes. The spinner says it's going back to Jill Stein, number 5. She's well over 100 electoral votes. Let's go to Kentucky now, another 8 in the Bluegrass State. That's a 6. It's going to be Randall Terry. The next state is Terry's home state of Tennessee. Here's the spin. And that is coming to Randall Terry, number 6, 2 in a row. Mississippi's next in the Deep South. Here comes another 6. That's a 1. It's going back to Trump. Next door, Alabama, another 9. Who's getting them? Right on the line, but Kennedy, he's going to take them. Next, it's Florida, 30 votes in the Sunshine State. It's Trump's home state, everybody looking for their number to come up. Right now, Chase Oliver, who dominated the first 3 rounds, is actually on the bottom. Let's see what the spinner has in store. Here it is. And look at that, right on cue, Chase Oliver is actually going to pick these 30 up. And now Randall Terry is on the bottom. Let's go north to Chase Oliver's home state of Georgia, 16. And that is going to go right to Randall Terry. He's not on the bottom anymore. Now it's Kennedy in last place, but it is a pretty close battle. Let's go to South Carolina, the Palmetto State. 9 votes. We've got Cornel West. He's going to pick these up. Next, it's North Carolina. 16 more votes on the table. And those are right on the line, but it looks like that's a 4, and that's going to go also to Cornel West. Can he make a move for Stein at the top? Let's go to Ohio. 17 votes in the Buckeye State. That's going to go to Kennedy, number 3. Next, West Virginia, 4 votes. We've got another one for Kennedy. So far, the spinner pretty much spreading out the love this time. Now we jump up to the northeast corner. Maine, at large, has 2 electoral votes. And that's coming to number 2. That's going to be Chase Oliver, Maine's 1st congressional district. Who wants it? That's going to be Kennedy, number 3. Maine's 2nd congressional district. That is going to go also to number 3, Kennedy. Next door, New Hampshire has 4 electoral votes. And that is another one on the line, but that's going to go to Jill Stein at number 5. Next door, Vermont, the Green Mountain State. 3 votes. Number 4, Cornel West. New York is next, 28 votes. Huge spin right here. Stein is in first, but West is not too far behind. The bottom is Chase Oliver, followed by Donald Trump. Let's do the spin. The Empire State is coming to number 1. Donald Trump, huge state here. He's going to get 28. Now there'll be a little bit of pressure building on Oliver. Let's go to Stein's home state of Massachusetts, 11 electoral votes. The spinner says it's going to go also to number 1, that's Donald Trump. Now Trump is actually ahead of Cornel West for 2nd place. Let's do Connecticut, the Constitution State. Lucky 7 electoral votes. That's a 6. That's going to go to Randall Terry. So now there's a little bit of a gap between Oliver and Terry. Oliver down by 12. Let's go next door to Rhode Island. 4 votes in the Ocean State. It is going to Chase Oliver, number 2. Now he only trails by 8. It's really heating up now. Let's keep it going to New Jersey. 14 votes. Here comes the spin. And that is Chase Oliver, number 2. Under pressure, Oliver delivers. Now Randall Terry trails by 6. The next spin is Delaware, the very first state. Only 3 electoral votes. The spinner says number 3, Kennedy, is going to get a little bit of a boost. Next door, Maryland is another 10 votes. Here comes the spin. We've got Chase Oliver, number 2. He's going to get 10 more. Now Randall Terry, he trails Kennedy by 10. Let's go to Washington, D.C., 3 electoral votes. And the capital is coming to number 2, Chase Oliver. If you had any doubts about Oliver, he pretty much wiped them out. So now we've come down to the final 2 states. Pennsylvania is first. Randall Terry has to win one of these final 2 spins. And we also don't know what's going to happen in first place. If Jill Stein can hold it, she's going to get that X removed. So we've still got questions to answer. Let's do PA. We're going to be watching numbers 3 and 6 for the bottom. So let's do the spin. Here it is. That is number 5, Jill Stein. That pretty much answers our questions for first place. Great performance for Stein, but we still don't know who's going to be taking a loss. The last state is Virginia, 13 votes. If it's not a 6, Randall Terry is taking a loss. If it is a 6, then Kennedy is taking his first loss. Lots of excitement here. Let's do the final spin. Is it a 6? Let's find out. Here it is. It is not a 6. It's going to go to Jill Stein, who had a great round 5. She finishes in first place with a 148. So she took a loss last time. She comes right back in the next round, finishes on top. So in the next round, that X is going to be gone. Second place is actually Donald Trump with 91. He did some damage in the second half. Third place, we've got Cornel West with 87. He cooled off in the final third. Fourth, we've got Chase Oliver with 80. He heated up on the East Coast. Fifth is Kennedy with 71. He's going to move on to the next round unscathed. On the bottom this time, it's going to be Randall Terry. He did get the very first state of Alaska, and he also snagged his home state, but it just wasn't enough. That 61 is going to give him his first loss. But the spinner was generous this time. It really spread out the electoral votes. Nobody too far behind on this one. I thought it was a great battle. Jill Stein has a lot of green here in the middle and the southern part of the country. But that's pretty much it. We've got our first loss being wiped out, and we're going to keep going until we find a winner. It's random, it's a little silly, but I know there's enough people out there that seem to enjoy this series. So let me know in the comments, what did you think about round 5? Are you excited to see Stein have her loss taken away? Are you sad about Randall Terry taking his first X? And who are you pulling for to go all the way? Let me know down below on your way out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join if you'd like to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.